partner Joe Brunson. We're going to be going over a TP triangle, and the reason for this, some of you out there are going to have some real short legs. Some of you guys are going to really lack your flexibility. Some of you guys are just going to have huge thighs. So it's really hard for you to lock up your figure four. So I also call this a big boy triangle. So again, my partner here, I have him in closed guard. Doesn't really matter how you get to the teepee, but once I get the teepee on, it's real important that the back of my knee is skin tight to this carotid artery. So to get it there, I have to lift my hip up to be able to get the back of my knee skin tight. So if my partner's setting up higher on me, then I have to be able to lift my hip up even higher. So I want to bring myself to his neck. So I lift my hip. Look, my hip is on the mat, but I elevate myself by lifting my legs up. Look how high my hip had to come up. The back of my knee, skin tight. A 2-on-1, I shove my partner's arm all the way over. My next step that's real important is I got to bring my legs down to lock in his arm. So I have his own arm choking him, and I have the back of my knee choking him. I want to 2-on-1 his head, one hand over the other. Not here because this will slip. So one hand over the other, and my elbows pinching in. Now, as I pull his head down, I'm going to be lifting my butt off the mat for TP triangle. So again, this is really, really good for you guys that have short legs, or my opponent is real big and I can't secure the figure four. So it doesn't really matter how I get into this triangle choke, but very important, I have to lift my hip to my partner. The back of my knee, skin tight to his neck. So notice how high my hip had to lift. So if I have both of my partner's wrists, I'm pushing his hand to his belly. I'm going to be letting go of the hand immediately as my leg is going to be jumping his arm. My other leg is going to stay right where it is behind this arm. So I push his hand to his belly button. I'm going to be letting go and jumping it, and both of my ankles cross same time. I 2-on-1 his arm. I shove it all the way across. Now, this next step is real important. If I do not pull him down, he's just going to bring his arm right back. So, I push his arm across, but my legs pull him down. Now I have his arm trapped. I have one of his arms here, choking him, and then the back of my knee choking him on the other carotid artery. I 2-on-1 his head, one hand over the other, and I'm pinching my elbows in. I'm going to be pulling down on his head as I lift my hip for this submission. Alright guys, we're calling that TP triangle because again, you're not able to secure your figure four. And there's various reasons for this as I went over. One could be legs too big, or you're lacking flexibility, or your legs again cannot complete the figure four for whatever reason. So when this happens, keep your TP, make sure you get their arm all the way pushed over, and don't grab with your fingers interlocking. Don't grab the head, grab one hand over the other. Again guys, that was TP triangle, aka big boy triangle.